The Stars take on the Senators, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop. Ottawa's $1.20, total 6. Gold Club members cashed in on 4 games on my premium page yesterday. Linus Ullmark expected in the net for the Senators, Jake Ottinger for Dallas. And even though Ottinger's had his fair share of solid outings, he certainly had his fair share of blow-ups as well. The goaltender comes into today's start with a save percentage of just .893. He's facing an Ottawa club who got the W in 6 out of their last 9 themselves. This is a top 10 goal-scoring team. Tim Stutzel, club leader in goals. Batherson, 11 assists and 16 total points. Sens with overs in nearly 70% of their games this year. 5-3 to the over this season on their home ice. Meanwhile, Dallas saw 4 out of their last 7 on the road get over the total themselves. I like the Senators minus 120 over 6. All right, Kings, Canadiens, 7 o'clock East. LA's minus 120, total 6. Darcy Kemper for the Kings. Sam Montembeault for Montreal. Sammy's 4-3 on the year, backed by a powerful lineup of scorers. The Habs are currently in the top 5 in the league in goals per game. Nick Suzuki leads the club in assists and points. Cole Caulfield second in the league in goals. They're facing a Kings team who dropped 3 out of their last 5. They've been terrible on the power play. The Kings are in the bottom 3 in power play goals allowed. Kings with overs recently against Florida, Detroit, and San Jose. Canadiens with overs in 6 out of their last 7 at home. I like the Canadiens plus $1 over 6. Maple Leafs, Bruins, 7 o'clock East. Toronto's minus 135, total 6.5. Anthony Stolarz for the Leafs. Jeremy Swayman for Boston. Swayman 6-4 on the year. Bruins are on a 6-game winning streak as a team. They're currently a top 10 goal-producing club. 700 win percentage in the Garden. Morgan Geekie leads the locker room in goals. McAvoy and Pasternak with 31 points between the both of them. They're taking on a Toronto team who really can't stop anything from hitting the back of the net. The Leafs give up more goals a game than any other team besides one. When it comes to the number, the Leafs have seen overs in every single one of their games this season except for 2. The games have actually gone 14-2 to the over this year. Meanwhile, Boston games have gone 60% to the over in their own barn themselves. I like the Bruins plus $1.15 over 6.5. Capitals, Hurricanes, 7 o'clock East. Carolina's $1.55, total 6. Fred Anderson for the Canes. Logan Thompson for the Caps. And as dominant as Thompson's been, the Caps have definitely had their problems on offense. They're averaging just 2.5 goals a game on the road. And they're facing a Carolina squad who's allowing just 26 shots on goal a game. Top 10 in defensive scoring. Defenseman Alex Nikishin is a plus 14, second best in the NHL. And goaltender Fred Anderson, he's 5-3 with a goals against average of .296. Carolina with unders recently against the Rangers, Bruins, and Stars. Washington games went 4-3 to the under on the road themselves. Give me the Hurricanes minus 155, under 6. Flames Blues, 8 o'clock East. St. Louis is $1.50, totals 5.5. Jordan Binnington for the Blues, Dustin Wolf for Calgary. And even though Wolf's had his fair share of struggles, the Flames did get the W in 2 out of their last 4. Not too bad considering how terrible they've been. And listen, Calgary's taking on a Blues club who lost 8 out of their last 10 themselves. And they've really struggled on the defensive end of the ice. As a matter of fact, the Blues, they just can't stop anything. They're allowing more goals a game than any other team in the league. Blues with overs in 63% of their contests this year. Flames with overs in 7 out of their last 10 on the road. Give me the Flames plus $1.30 over 5.5. Sharks Wild, 8 o'clock East. Minnesota's minus 220, total 6.5. Phil Gustafson for the Wild. Alex Nedeljkovic for San Jose. Now, I always struggle with this name. Nedeljkovic has been a rare bright spot for San Jose. He's 3-2 in the crease with a save percentage of .906. And as a team, the Sharks have started to turn it on a bit. Currently on a 3-game winning streak, 6-2 straight up in their last 8. And when it comes to covering the puck line, San Jose is currently 12-4 against the number. They're facing a Minnesota club who's got a losing record against the puck line at home. Definitely struggling on defense in their own building. The Wild's allowing 32 pucks on net a game at home. Bottom 3 in goals allowed on their own ice. Minnesota games went 6-3 to the over at home this year. San Jose with overs in 5 out of their last 6 on the road. I like the Sharks plus 1.5 over 6.5 goals. Ducks Avalanche 9:30 East. Colorado's minus 235. Total 6.5. Scott Wedgwood for the Avs. Lucas Dostal for Anaheim. Dosty's 8-3 on the year, backed by the highest goal-scoring team in the league. Cutter Gauthier with 11 goals on the year, second on the roster in points. Carlson leads the club in assists and points himself. He's also a plus 11. And they're facing a Colorado team who gives up the majority of their goals early in games. As a matter of fact, the Avs allow more first-period goals at home than any other roster besides one. Colorado with overs in 6 out of their last 10. Anaheim contest went 7-3 to the over in their last 10 themselves. Give me the Ducks plus 1.5 over 6.5 goals. Blue Jackets, Kraken, 10 o'clock East. Seattle's $1.20, total 6.5. Elvis Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. Phil Grubauer for Seattle. And both goaltenders with some good stuff going on. Grubauer comes into today's start with a goals against average of .248. Meanwhile, Merzlikins on the other side, he's 4-3 with a save percentage of .909. Columbus with unders in 60% of their games this season. Seattle saw 5 out of their last 7 at home stay under the line. I like the under 6.5. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Jets, Canucks, 10 o'clock East. Winnipeg's $1.25, total 6. Connor Hellebuyck for the Jets. Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. The Canucks dropped 3 out of their last 5, losing record on their home ice. When it comes to offensive production, well, these guys just haven't been good enough late. They're in the bottom 5 in third-period goals. And they're facing a Winnipeg squad who's one of the better defensive teams in the league. As a matter of fact, these guys allowed just 2.4 goals a game on the road. Defenseman John Morrissey's a plus 8. Connor Hellebuyck, goals against average of .230. Save percentage of .922. Jets with unders in their last 3 straight. Unders against the likes of the Ducks, Sharks, and Kings. Give me the Jets minus $1.25, under 6. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like the Senators minus 120 over 6. Canadiens plus $1 over 6 goals. Gold Club members won 4 more games on my premium page yesterday on Monday. Bruins plus $1.15 over 6.5. Hurricanes minus 155 under 6. Flames plus $1.30 over 5.5. Sharks plus 1.5 over 6.5 goals. Ducks plus 1.5 over 6.5 goals. Give me the under 6.5 in that Blue Jackets Kraken game, and give me Winnipeg, the Jets, minus $1.25, under 6. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. That's how I always tell folks, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I'll tell you what, I really look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.